Paul gets paid $5 per hour for doing yard work. If he earned $195, how many hours did he work? So first off, I'm just going to kind of understand the problem. I'm trying to find out how many hours Paul worked for how much he's earned. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to circle $5 per hour because that's how many dollars he earned per hour. And he earned a total of $195. And I got to find out how many hours, I'm going to underline, that he worked. So there's my information. So I'm going to start my model. I know up top my model is always the total amount. So I'm going to put total earned. And it's going to be $195. Now, all this other stuff, I have $5 here that is divided for my tape diagram. Then I have dots. These dots represent how many times I'm going to divide that tape diagram by 5s until I get to 195. And that's obviously per hour. So that's our question that we have to answer is how many of these $5 will fit in this tape diagram to get to 195. So that is going to be my number sentence of division, okay? Now, as I'm writing this, I know some of you are like, oh, I'm just going to roll my 5s to get to 95, and that's how many it's going to be. That's going to take too long. That's why we taught you division. So I'm going to do 195, which is your dividend inside number. Right now, it's the biggest number. Divided by your divisor, which is 5, and that's $5 per hour. And that's going to get us our quotient, our answer of how many hours he worked. So down below, I'm going to put my procedural way of solving long division for some of us that need that. Remember, divide, multiply, and subtract, bring it on down and take it on back. So here we go. I'm going to first do 1 divided by 5. Now, we know we can't do that. That's like me saying that I can divide one piece of candy to 5 people evenly, and that can't happen. So I'm going to move over to the next tens column, which is now 19 divided by 5. Now, I know 19 divided by 5. I know 5 goes into that just 3 times, because if I do 4, it's too much. So now I multiply 5 times the number I just put up there. 5 times 3 is 15. I'm going to put that under 19. My next is subtract. So now I'm going to do 19 minus 15, which is 4. I have a number to bring down, so I'm going to bring it down with an arrow. Once I bring a number down, I take it back to the beginning. Now I have 45 divided by 5. I know 5 goes into 45 evenly 9 times. Because I know when I multiply 5 times 9, which is the number I just put up top, that's going to be 45. Now I subtract. That's a pretty easy subtraction problem. I know 45 minus 45 is 0. And since I have no more numbers to bring down, I am done. So my quotient is 39, and with a remainder of 0. Now, before I know that's the right answer for sure, I'm going to check my work. I'm going to take my quotient, and I'm going to multiply it by my divisor. And when I do 39 times 5, I should get 195. So 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 4 more, which is 19. There we go. So I know for sure I'm right. So my question I have to answer is how many hours did he work? My quotient is 39. So I know that my statement is Paul worked 39 hours. And there is all the work.